What's up? What's up? Look what we got here. We got Chris Paul blaming referee Scott Foster on why he's losing against the Lakers. Okay, so he's even coming up with cop outs. But my question is, Chris Paul, why are you coming out with cop outs for why you losing? Okay, it's not the official's fault that you hurt your shoulder or whatever the case may be. It's not the official's fault that you are injury prone. You know, that absolutely makes no sense. No, salute, G. Um, this is the problem with a lot of players. You're looking out, you're looking for a cop out. You know, Chris Paul, you should be bigger than this. You know, if your team is losing, it's just for the simple fact maybe your team is just not that much better. You know, it's as simple as that. You're undersized. You're a point guard, but you're undersized. So you got to shoot the ball over giants. You know, you got your shot being contested by AD, and it's going to make your shot get a little uncomfortable. You know, I could tell when he's releasing his shot. You know, he has to think twice about releasing his shot because he's being guarded by bigger guys. And I mean, it is what it is. The Lakers are a much bigger team. You know, they pound that ball into the post, and you know, it's barbecue chicken for you boys. And this is why I call them the Capri Suns. You know, they're taking a big hit in the series. Now they're getting thrown all over the, you know, under the bus. They're being called dirty. They're making excuses now. I mean, they're going into full panic, point the finger mode, and that's not good for basketball. It's not good at all. You know, he said he lost 11 games in a row when Scott Foster is refereeing his games. Well, why are you worrying about the referee for? You know, you're just going to add more fuel to the fire to people who think that the NBA is already rigged and conspiracy theories. The conspiracy theory guys is going to love this because this is the ammo they're going to use to say, you know, the NBA is rigged. I told you, you know, they cheating for this guy. They're cheating for that guy, you know. But let's go into a little depth of what Chris Paul says more. Chris Paul says, we have to try to limit our free throw attempts. They are shooting a lot of free throws. The last game tonight, you know, this is what Chris Paul said. I mean, if I was a gambling man, 11 games in a row, we see what happens, you know. And then he says 11 games is raw. 11 games is raw, and it's tough. So he's talking about the referee not giving him enough calls at the free throw line. So here's the thing about another guys. You're blaming calls on referees. Calls ain't just about going to the free throw line. So people keep thinking, oh, he got more free throw attempts, so he got more calls. No, calls could be if a guy's going towards the basket, the favor goes in the other guy's way. You know, he don't get called for the charge, the travel. When we say calls, there's all types of calls that takes place within the game that could favor you. You know, we're not just talking about free throw attempts. So get your mind out of free throw attempts. It's not about just free throws. You know, free throws are important to basketball. They give, you know, they help teams to a certain extent. But if you're worried about getting calls and sent to the free throw line, you're not much of a good basketball player because you're worrying about free throws too much. AD is questionable for, you mean tomorrow? The Lakers don't play today. They play tomorrow. So, if I'm not mistaken, don't the Lakers play tomorrow? You know. So, but Chris Paul is saying that this referee Scott Fisher has it in for him. Basically, I'm surprised he won't get. If he doesn't, I'm surprised he won't get fined for this a little bit. But maybe it's the way he said it that he won't get fined because he didn't particularly say this guy's name until it's in the article. But if Chris Paul gets away with this is somewhat slander. You can't slander the referees. You know, this happens to coaches all the time. This happens to a lot of guys that call out the referees and they get fined for it. So If that's the case, we'll see if Chris Paul could get away with this, because this should be, a fine, so to speak. Because Kristaps Porzingis got fined for violating coronavirus protocols. LeBron didn't. So some people are going to get away with advantages. Some people are going to have a little edge. Sometimes you could get lucky and you could get away with the crime, so to speak. And let's see. Today, what we got today? Today is Saturday, so we got 4 games on today, right? Yeah, the Lakers don't even play today. You got the Jazz and the Memphis Grizzlies play today. You got the 76ers and the Wizards play today. You got the Denver Nuggets and the Portland Trail Blazers. They're playing right now. And yeah, that's all the games you got today. And tomorrow you got more of a heavy hitter. Sunday you have a heavy hitter. You have the Knicks and the Hawks. That series, Atlanta is looking like they're trying to take it away from the Knicks. But that's going to go 7 games in my opinion. You got the Phoenix Suns versus the Lakers tomorrow on ABC at 3:30. Okay, so Chris Paul will do a lot more complaining tomorrow again. 7 o'clock, you got the Brooklyn Nets, and the Celtics. Then 9:30, you got the big one. You got the Lakers and the Clippers and the Mavericks. This is a very important game. I say that's the most important game right now because they got to win. The Clippers got to win, So the most important game tomorrow is the Clippers game. The NBA doing the right thing by not putting these games on at the same time. They put the Clippers and Lakers game on at the same time before, and it was a problem. Excuse me. And we're going to have lots of things going to go down on Sunday, but I think they're taking it a little easy today. You got some good games, but they're not the heavy hitters. They should be entertaining. You still should watch them, but they're not the heavy hitters. But Chris Paul complaining, man. I never thought I'd see Chris Paul being a complainer, but when you're losing, complaining seems to be like the number one option for it, and I don't know what we're going to get out of this, but I'm pretty sure that after the Suns lose this series to the Lakers, we're going to get lots of, if Chris Paul was healthy, they would have beat the Lakers, because I'm seeing some excuses already planted right now. Yeah, I think it was not this night. I think it was the other one. I think it was the first game the Lakers won. Yeah. Oh, you raised good questions with that. The Lakers are not a good team. You may be right to a certain extent. Only time will prevail. They got a lot of pieces though. They got enough pieces to win. I tell you that much. They got their number one. They got their number two. They got their role players. They got their borderline all-stars. And why would you say the Lakers aren't that good? Is it because of the AD factor? Because they do rely on AD. If Anthony Davis don't go, they don't win. Anthony Davis is pretty much playing like the alpha. I don't care who's more famous on the basketball court. Who is the alpha? And the alpha is Anthony Davis. He's the engine that makes it go. I know this upsets some people because they love LeBron James, but I'm just being factual and telling the truth. When you watch the Lakers game, who's the most important player on the floor and who's the alpha on the floor? The alpha on the floor is AD. Well, AD can't be too much overrated if he's carrying his team. You can't give me an explanation that if AD playing bad that they're going to win games. If AD plays bad, they don't win games. That's the difference. That's a big difference. I won't go that far. The alpha is LeBron on paper because he's more famous. But the alpha on the court, in terms of performance and playing, that's Anthony Davis. No. Oh no, it's okay, man. It's good. I mean, you bring in the good discussion. You bring in the good topic. But that term alpha is on. If we talking about on the basketball court, you know, I'm not talking about who's the alpha off the court, who's more aggressive. You know, maybe that is LeBron, but I'm talking about on the court. When you're watching the games, the eye test. If AD don't play like an alpha, they don't win, and that's alarming. You know, AD can't play like a number two and they win. He has to play like an alpha for them to win, at least now. You know, and it may be the changing of the guard. It may be time, to do it. People say he's more younger and the team over. You know, yeah, Lakers got a shot to win the chip. How do they not? They got everything they need to win the championship. But we're not talking about the past. We're talking about the present, brother. The past got nothing to do with AD was never on the championship contending team until now. But now that he's on the championship contending team, the rules change. Who's the alpha and who's the number two? What AD did in the past is irrelevant to what he's doing now. Can't live in the past. We're talking about right now. A lot of the teams that he was going up against were just simply better teams, especially when he was on the Pelicans. But that's irrelevant right now. I won't go as far to say he overrated. If he's the heart and soul of the Lakers, what he is. Let me ask you this, AC. If AD don't play good, they don't win. It's not a one. There's no such a thing as a 1A, 1B. That don't exist. Either you 1 or 2. There can't be 2 alphas. There's only 1. Same thing with Shaq and Kobe. You got to pick which one you think. And the consensus was Shaq, and Kobe was a sidekick. When you do greatest of all time, there's no 1A, there's no 1B. There's no such a thing as that. So, but as of right now, the number one option, the offense goes through AD. If you don't get that 30 and 10, they possibly don't win. Now, if it's the other way around, LeBron is producing that 30 and 10, and AD is putting up sidekick numbers, then it's a different story. But they go as far as Anthony Davis takes them. LeBron James will be the second fiddle, and the third fiddle will be Dennis Schroeder. And in some aspects, Dennis Schroeder was playing better than LeBron. It doesn't matter. He's going to get those free throw attempts because he's attacking the basket, and he's a big. So if you get into the free throw line is a talent. It's a plus. All right. It's part of the game. When somebody can't guard you, they're going to foul you. You ever play basketball on the court? This is how you know when some people can't guard you. They foul you a lot when they play basketball. There was no 1A, 1B, even with Magic Johnson and Kareem. Somebody was the alpha, somebody wasn't. The team got handed over to Magic as they got later in the years. But earlier, that was Kareem's team. There's no such a thing as 1A, 1B. And even if you do something like that, B is a second option because it's B. So at the end of the day, it's still a number 2. No, the referees could manipulate their game with foul calls. This is what Chris Paul is trying to talk about. But at the same time, going to the free throw line is a plus. It's part of the game of basketball. If somebody can't guard you, they keep fouling you. It is what it is. You got to look at the games. I mean, hey, man, it's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with going to the free throw line, though. Lots of superstar players go to the free throw line. You know, lots of them do. You know, some of your favorite basketball players, whether it was Kobe or none of them guys, they went to the free throw line a lot. Now, it's nothing about LeBron wanting LeBron to retire, but I'm looking at the games. You know, why do you want people to acknowledge LeBron James so much? If I'm looking at the games, one guy is playing like a sidekick, the other guy is playing like an alpha. It is what it is. I'm just calling what I see, and I'm being honest with it. I'm not going to sit here and give LeBron credit for something that he's not doing. He's playing like a number two. AD is playing like a number one. Now, second round may be a different story, but as of right now, AD is the alpha. He's playing like the number one. As far for LeBron retiring or not, you got to keep that same energy. Because at the end of the day, it comes down to what way are we going to judge you? You can't be both. LeBron can't be a sidekick and an alpha at the same time. Which one is it? If I'm going to judge you by alpha terms, you're not playing like it. If I'm going to judge you by sidekick terms, you are playing like it, you know? Maybe not. That depends on who else is his teammate. That all depends on who else is his teammate. So that's irrelevant to say. I don't know. I can't answer that question. Is AD going to win another championship? If LeBron not there, who knows? I mean, if he gets another superstar, maybe they could. I can't answer that. Maybe he could. If LeBron turns it around, he says, hey, I'm the alpha. Give me my title back. You had your fun, you know? So it is what it is, you know? But on the basketball court, when we playing the game, the alpha is Anthony Davis. The number one option is Anthony Davis. LeBron already submitted to that by saying, if he don't play good, we don't win. So that means LeBron could play subpar. But long as AD is playing good, they win. So now you're entering the Chris Paul category. You're entering the conspiracy Dale Gribble category. You know, I can't say who's going to cheat, who's cheating for AD. You know, what proof do we have that the game is rigged or cheating for AD? You know. Now I said the game is organized, but as far for all that other stuff, that's just a conspiracy. You know, I noticed that a lot of these conspiracy comes about, you know, when certain guys are getting certain things, you know. That doesn't mean it's rigged, brother. Just because he went to the free throw line, you know. He is playing up against an undersized team that he's having an advantage over. Shaq got to the free throw line a lot. Does that mean it was rigged for Shaq? Shaq got a lot of free throw attempts. He lived at the free throw line because he was yapping it on people. And they had to change the rules for Shaq. Most dominant player in the game. Yeah, I do. I mean, AC, you got a point. Okay, I'm not saying you're crazy or nothing like that. So don't take this as disrespect. I'm just saying that it's part of the game, though, man. This is what I kept telling people. Basketball is controlled by the referees. Basketball is controlled. It's organized. It's not rigged. It's organized. They do give favorable guys that bring in the most money, favorable calls. You know. So it is what it is, you know. I understand completely where you're coming from with the referees and what way they decide to blow the whistle on. Do they give advantages to certain superstars? You may be 100% right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying we don't have full proof. It's always going to be a situation where we just don't know until we get full proof. That the guy that was back in 2001, you know, I forgot his name, that was saying that the referees was cheating, there's rigging games and this and that. That's valid proof of it being controlled, you know. Controlled means they favor their superstars, and LeBron James is their superstar. So they're going to give LeBron James or his team favorable calls. You know, being the fact that LeBron's 36, they may not give him these favorable calls too much because it's going to be too obvious. So they give it to probably AD. You know, yeah, Tim. Yeah, that was his name. I just forgot his name. You know, but him coming out saying that stuff just proves that the NBA is organized for me. Now, we need more further proof to say that it's rigged, because if it's rigged, that blows the doors off the NBA completely. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I do get where you're coming from, you know? But at the same time, AD is still the guy producing, though. It is what it is, you know? Rather he's getting to the free throw line or not, he's the guy that having the most effect on the game. You could say it's because of the free throws, but it's still Anthony Davis. Because if it was LeBron getting those same free throw calls, I would say the same for LeBron, you know. But right now, the difference maker for the Lakers winning or not is AD. Blue boat, yep. You know, that's the thing, Blue. We don't have full proof on it. So I don't even touch on that too much because it sound a little crazy. If I get on here and keep talking about the NBA is rigged, it has a metal inside of the basketball that puts the ball in there. I mean, I heard a lot of people say crazy stuff when it comes to basketball being rigged. Now, I ain't buying it. I'm with Blue on that. I ain't buying it, man. You know, I ain't gonna sit here and pull y'all leg and tell y'all, oh, you know, the ball has a magnetic field and it goes in the hoop like that. Man, you know how crazy that sound for me? You know? AD, I'm AC. I'm kind of curious. What proof do you think that there is to prove that the NBA is rigged? Is that you telling me? So the referees are a thing. Yes, it is. I think referees control the NBA game. That is true. You know? Yeah. I mean, hey, Melo, he did open up the gates to this. You know, he proved my point that it's organized. Organized and rigged is two complete different things. I think it's organized for the superstars because they need money. The NBA is $1 billion industry. If you think they just give you a basketball and tell you go and play basketball and you know don't give the superstars favorable calls, you're lying to yourself. Okay? You're absolutely lying to yourself because basketball needs their stars to pay these people to get money, you know? Yeah, that was kind of fishy, you know. That's a prime example of using it, you know. Good point, AC. Do biased refs come to rigged refs? Good point. Now, this adds on to what Chris Paul is saying, because Chris Paul is saying that this referee, who named Scott Foster, he lost. Chris Paul lost 11 games to this guy. Chris Paul says that this guy is biased against him. Don't give him favorable calls. You know. So you know. Yes, the league is suffering because they promote one guy, and that one guy they promoting is, is LeBron. He happened to be getting old. You know. So now Chris Paul calling out Scott Frost. I wonder if the Scott Frost guy is going to get penalized. Is he going to get? Well, is Chris Paul going to get penalized because he's supposed to get fined for calling out referees? You know, or he's not going to get more whistle calls. You know. Yeah, see, thing is, you can't give LeBron too much favorable calls now because he's getting older, and his production has slowed down. You give him some favorable calls to a certain extent, but it can't go that way. I mean, if we're talking about the leader outside of basketball, it could be LeBron James, but the most important player on the court, the most beneficial player on the court is Anthony Davis. Without him, the Lakers don't win to a certain extent that he's playing like their alpha. Okay, the numbers that he's producing, those are alpha numbers, man. Those ain't sidekick numbers. Now, LeBron with D Wade, D Wade handed the keys to LeBron. You see the difference between the sidekick and the alpha. The D Wade was the sidekick, LeBron was the alpha. That's a good point. I would say not. I would say here my term organized because I think they make it harder for the opposite team to beat the popular team because the popular team is bringing the money in. You know. Yeah, Kyrie did stuck up the joint last night. James Harden did play good, but Kyrie, man, for all that politic talk that you do, you better come with it. Kyrie said the city of Boston was racist. So does that have something to do with him stinking up the joint last night? Kyrie opened up his mouth a little too much. And you got to be careful and shh when you're in a city like Boston, because Boston don't favor the brothers too much, you know? Yeah. AC, my difference between that is rigging the game is automatically, without a shadow of a doubt, letting the other team win a basketball game. Organized is just saying, hey, we don't know who's going to win this game, but we just want this guy to win this game. We just want, no, we just want our superstar player to get favorable calls so he has at least a better chance of winning. Okay, that's the difference. But Riggs is pretty much saying this team is going to win without a doubt. Organized is saying, hey, he's our top earner. Let's give him a little benefit of the doubt. Give him some favorable calls, but he have to earn the rest. Oh, what's up, Mike? Hope facts. Oh, hold on. Well, I saw you. Yeah, Chris Paul's been rumored as a dirty player for a long time now. So you know what I'm saying? He has been rumored for as a dirty player for a long time. So
Salute, salute.
well, what's good, man?
What's going on? How you doing, Prince?
Chilling.
Great, great. For me, just chilling with family, getting ready for my vacation next month, and watching a lot of playoff games.
Word. I hear that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, for the whole Chris Paul situation, I like CP3, but he should not be complaining right now. Think about tying the series up, man. Don't think about, oh, the referees are going against you. Nah, man, that's not the right mindset, though. Because, yeah, the officiating is bad, but think about the series. Salute, who fast.
You up?
Word.
Yo,
But yeah,
P, I told you,
bro,
man, my Clippers gonna come back.
It's
you was
still
right.
one game.
Yep.
Nah, we about to win 4 straight.
Oh, wait, relax. Relax, relax.
Nah, they gonna win 4 straight.
All right,
My
if you
boy
say so.
Kawhi Leonard, my boy Kawhi did this before, so
Mm.
I know he could do it. Like I
But
said, feel me?
if they
I
win
know it's
this
going.
next one, hold
After
on.
what I saw, like listen, like after what I saw last game, that's all I needed to see. That's
But we
all I
don't know
needed
what's
to
gonna
see.
happen in game four. I seen this before though. I see teams lose one game and they come and bounce back next game. So I can't just say, oh, it's a guarantee the Clippers gonna bounce back and take game
Look,
four. I can't just say that.
I, I mean, you can't say that, but I know what I saw.
All right. If you
Feel
want
me?
if you want to believe that narrative, go ahead.
Feel me? That's all I needed to see. I saw all I needed to see. And Tyrone Lue made that coaching adjustment after we was getting smacked by like 20 points in the first quarter. He
19.
made the adjustment. P, you heard P? This
Yep.
nigga
True.
made the adjustment
He
after
made
we
good
was.
adjustments. I gotta give Ty Lue that.
Yo,
And
listen,
Kawhi, PG, Morris were clutch.
bro. Listen. At the end of the day, Clippers was down by 19, and you can't ask Luka to play no better than what he played. And that's it. It's over, bro. We had us down by 19. Luka had damn near 45, getting he's getting every non-call there is, and still lost. That's it, bro. Now we about to really see what it is. Ty Lue made
Right.
those adjustments, and now that's it. That's all I needed to see. And I saw it all. We won by 12 after being down by 19, bro. 19. Dallas is never gonna do that again. And the thing is, Dallas, who knows if they're gonna continue to shoot like this again? That's how I know we're gonna win this fourth
Well,
straight.
same thing with
Well, I
Kawhi
mean
and
three
PG.
straight.
Who's to say Paul George will show up like this again? So you gotta use context here, man. Look, I still think this may go 6 or 7 games, but I have to see Morris be consistent. I have to see Reggie Jackson be consistent. I have to see it to believe it, man. I can't just only look at one game and say, "Oh, they're gonna come back and win the series," because all this can go away if the Mavs win Game 4. I mean, KP struggled last night. Tim Hardaway struggled last night. Luka could not hit free throws to save his life. I
I mean, but
mean,
when is Luca ever consistent at the free throw line?
he's
Even in a
not a
regular,
great free throw shooter, but he's not this bad of a free throw shooter.
bro. I mean, of course, in the playoffs, your free throw percentage is gonna go down. In a regular season, his free throw percentage is what 65%.
But come on, 13 for 27 at the line.
I mean, bro, like, listen. I mean, Luca's not really clutch anyway, bro. Like in the fourth quarter, he does nothing in the fourth
All right,
quarter. Like what does Luca do in the fourth quarter? In the fourth, really nothing.
all right, man. Time will tell, man.
So
Time will tell. I still think for the Clippers to win this series, they gotta win Game 4. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, of course. But my thing is saying, I think it was best for the Clippers. Let Luca go out there and score and just lock up the others. That's it.
Well, I mean, you have a good point though, because they did a good job containing KP. Look, Porzingis is a good player, but Porzingis is soft sometimes, man. It's like the dude needs to
Uh
learn to
huh.
post up, man.
Yo, listen. The reason why I say I think the Clippers got it because we all been yelling since game one. Yo, man, you need to put Rondo in. Yo, man, like you need to take out yo, man, like you need to take out Zubac. And if we would have did that from the start, it would be 3-0 right now.
Probably.
But I mean, they ain't do that from the start. So hey, gee, I can understand if we would have won. Like if we
I'm a
would have won
Knicks
in the,
fan, bro. Knicks fan. I'm a Knicks fan,
I
bro.
understand like if the Clippers would have won in the fashion of they was doing the same shit that they was doing from game 1 and 2. But no, they
Hmm.
switched up the game plan.
Yes,
And the
they did.
formula, like in the formula I saw, Dallas ain't got no answer because they just gonna let Luca score and lock up the others, and that's it. That's all you really need to do.
I mean, you have a good point, but here's what also the Clippers were physical last night. They were a little bit physical with the Mavericks, though, and
And the
why
Mavericks
they
got every call. Listen, let me ask you a question. I only think Kawhi Leonard only had like 3 free throw attempts throughout that whole game, bro. And
chill.
that's crazy. And yo, Dallas tried their best. And actually, I could send you a video. The NBA cheated the Clippers a point. They took off a point for no reason. Ain't nobody say nothing. I could send you a video. Like they took off a whole point last night, bro. Like the score was a certain score. It went to commercial. Yo, they took off a point. I'm like,
Hmm.
what?
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm watching the Nuggets Blazers game right now.
Send me your number, G. What's your phone number? I'm about to see the video.
Excuse me, what?
I said, what's your phone number? I'm about to send you the video.
My phone number. Okay, coming. I'll send it to you. All right.
I'm gonna send the
But yo,
video.
My fault. Yeah.
what y'all
You
think
too.
about
You
that Chris Paul situation?
I don't. Chris Paul needs
what's the
to
situation?
relax because Chris Paul got
But
mad
he,
at Scott Foster saying, "No, I'm losing playoff games because of Scott Foster." Because he's Chris Paul's what I think Chris Paul lost 11 straight playoff games with Scott Foster officiating.
hmm I mean, this adds to the fact of thinking the NBA is rigged again.
It's not rigged,
No,
man. Like it's
I
not
mean
rigged.
no. Wait. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes it is red.
I mean, fine. It's rigged sometimes. Excuse me. It's rigged sometimes. I'm just saying that this
All
series is
right.
not really rigged.
I mean, yo, bro. I mean, like at the end of the day, I don't think the NBA is gonna let LeBron James lose in the first round, bro.
I agree with. I gotta be honest. That I agree with
So,
because
so like, what we talking about here?
no, what I'm saying is Chris Paul needs to concentrate on his own team and his series, and not concentrate on Scott Foster. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, check it out.
Because if Phoenix loses tomorrow, this series
What
is over.
about it?
If they lose tomorrow, yeah, Blazers up 10. Despite the fact that Dame's only 1 for 6, Blazers up 10 because can't Nurkic is killing Joker in the paint. Norman Powell's getting open shots. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Also, if the Clippers win tomorrow game, it's 2-2. Then it's just the best of three at that point.
going
Then
back to Staples. Yeah,
then it's the best of three. The first four games won't matter no more. And that is just the best of three. Who could
pretty
win
much.
who could win the next two games out of three? So
And pretty
Mm-hmm.
much. I agree, man. I agree. Like I said, to me, for the Clippers to win this series, in my opinion, they got to go up 3. They got to win the next 2 games. I don't know if they can win in Dallas again down 3-2. That's just me. And if they're down
Bro,
3-1, it'll be over. Yeah.
I think after that's if you watched the game yesterday, the Dallas went on a historical run, bro, and the Clippers
Uh huh.
came all the way back and won, bro.
But
It ain't
that's
gonna get
one
no better.
game. That was
Bro, it's not,
one game.
bro,
Really doesn't matter. Like that's one game. I'm not gonna
bro. It's,
overreact to one game. Like I'm gonna see how game 4 goes before we really see what's gonna happen. To me, game 4 and 5, in my opinion, is your season. Because again, I don't see the Clippers coming back from 3-1. I don't see it. And if they go down 3-2 going back to Dallas, who's to say Porzingis and Hardaway won't show up in those games? Who's to say that? So that's all I'm saying.
if
And, and our Knicks Prince, yeah, we look like garbage right now.
we in
What's happened
trouble.
to our
We in
what's happened?
trouble.
The ball movement's been terrible. The perimeter defense has been a joke. It's like Derrick Rose cannot be our only consistent offensive option. Okay, and also what's going on with R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, Reggie Bullock? Like, what's going on? Like, Randle doesn't know how to figure out double teams. RG can hit open shots all of a sudden. Bullock, he's inconsistent as hell sometimes. And look, if we lose this series, I would not be too mad if we lose this series because we overachieved to get to this point. But at the same time, it would be kind of a disappointment, in my opinion, if we lose
Yes,
this series.
I would too, man. I suspect us to beat ATL, man.
Uh huh.
So I just, but we ain't got no. We have a hard problem scoring right now. I said this earlier before. I said they scoring options just come. They work too hard just to score the basketball. They need
I agree.
somebody. They need somebody to loosen the game up a little bit. You know, we depending too much on Derrick Rose.
And exactly, and even Noel had more impact last night. Noel was trying his best to get to the line. I mean, and also like you said, we're trying too hard to score, and we're just not moving that rock at all. The spacing is bad all of a sudden, and the defense. What's happened to the perimeter defense? I know the Hawks can shoot threes. I get that, but there's no way Gallinari, Herter,
mm-hmm.
Bogey, Trey Young should get open threes, and Collins. Like, what the heck, man?
Right.
This series has kind of been annoying a little bit, though. Look, like I said, if we lose this series, I would not be angry if we lose this series because, again, we overachieved and the Hawks are a good team, but it would be a disappointment because, like you said, this is the matchup we wanted, man. Like, we
Word.
wanted to play Atlanta. We didn't, like, and right now, the communication on both sides is just bad, and Nate McMillan's outcoached Tom Thibodeau in this series. And if we lose game 4, this series is over.
Word. And yo, Hoop, your man Kawhi Leonard came to play yesterday though.
He was huge. He was
Yo,
aggressive, man.
He came to play
And Paul
yesterday.
George
Man. He
too.
was no joke.
bro,
Both of them
like
was
you
no
see,
joke.
bro, you see the difference in like you see the difference in the calls Luka get compared to Kawhi, bro. It is ridiculous, bro. It's like, what's the point? Like, yo, bro, like it's so fucked up. Like Luka be getting locked up, and they call these bullshit fouls for no reason, bro. Like, this is the playoffs. You understand what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
That is true.
Word.
Like he be
That
getting
is
locked
true.
up, foul. Like, come on. That's not
Word.
right, bro. That is not cool, bro. Foul. And it's like everybody praising Luka. I'm like, bro, he's not even like, bro, he can't even make free throws in the clutch.
13 for
Like,
27 in the series.
yo, bro, like he be all gassed and he doesn't even play no fucking defense on nobody.
I agree. Luka
Like,
plays no defense, man.
bro,
And
it's
sometimes his
like
shot selection is bad sometimes. Luka,
bro,
sometimes his shot selection is bad.
like let me see Luka go guard Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. I want to see that.
If that were to happen, the Clippers will come back and win that series if that were to happen.
Word.
Yeah, and also the Miami-Milwaukee series. Wow, Miami really wet the bed in this series. Milwaukee had too much length and size and defense for Miami. Jimmy Butler had no impact. I don't care that he had a triple double today. He had no impact in this series whatsoever. Bam was bad the whole series. I mean, Brian Forrest looked like Steph Curry out there getting open threes. I mean, Tucker getting offensive rebounds. Lopez scoring the post. Giannis killing it with the fadeaway, the ball movement, and even Chris Middleton had an awesome series. Milwaukee's gonna be a tough out in this series against more likely Brooklyn. That can go 7 games, man.
Word. That is true. Yeah.
That's what do you think? Who's fast? You think that series will go 7 games? If assuming Boston does not pull an upset, if Brooklyn beats Boston, do you think they can go 7 games? I think it will.
I
Wait.
don't
You
know,
said
man.
if wait,
You
Yeah.
talking about?
I try to
you
tell the
said
Heat
if
fans.
Brooklyn. Wait, you talking about if Brooklyn beat who? What you mean?
If Brooklyn beats Boston, they face Milwaukee in the
Hello?
semis. Do you
Yeah,
think that
second
series will
round.
go 7?
I'm saying this.
If
I got
Brooklyn
the I
beat
got the
wait.
Nets beating I got the Nets
If
beating the
it
Hawks
what we talking
7 games.
about? Go seven with
Bucks,
the Bucks.
Bucks. They'll be playing the Bucks.
Go. Oh, oh man.
The
Honestly,
Nets gonna
I
say the
have
Nets
no
gonna beat
idea,
the
bro.
Nets gonna
I
beat
haven't
Boston
really
5 games.
paying
Who's fast?
attention
Who's
to the
fast? You're
Eastern
talking
Conference
with
like
somebody.
that,
Can you
bro.
like
Like,
mute,
'cause
please?
Well, hold on. I
yeah,
think
I
he was
said I haven't
asked.
really been paying
Oh,
attention
answering,
to.
answering. Okay, I thought you were calling somebody. My fault.
No, he said. I think he's saying who if the Nets play the Bucks. Well, how would you think that go about?
I think I'll go 7.
Bro, I honestly
I
don't
got
even
7 games
know.
also too.
I really don't know.
Mm.
Like, I
What's
would
up,
have
Who
to watch.
Fats?
I'm not going. I'm not gonna make a prediction yet. I gotta see a game because I don't really watch the Eastern Conference like that because it's so
Yeah, but
fucking
you
deep.
can't base off game 1. Like example, Miami, Milwaukee. For example, game 1 was fantastic. How'd that turn out? The last 3 games were boring.
No,
What's up, Pete?
no. I mean, no, bro. Like,
What's
I
up?
mean, like, I would have to see.
I
Like, you feel
know,
me?
but
Like,
what I'm telling you is that
I would have
game
to see
one
it.
does. I know, but what I'm saying is that game 1 doesn't always define how a series is going to go, depending on matchup. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, for some series it don't, but it depends on what
Man, the
series it
Bucks are
is.
looking dangerous in the East,
It
man.
All right,
depends
so
on like.
for
It
example, if
depends on
Brooklyn
like if
blows
it's
up Milwaukee in game 1, okay, if Brooklyn blows up Milwaukee in game 1, you're saying that series is over already? If that would have
No.
happened? All right, so what are we talking about then?
Same, bro. Like every series is
The Bucks
different, so
and
you can't really
Nets going
say.
7 games.
That's going 7. And also, Jeff Green needs to be back in that series because Jeff Green could help with their defense too because he's been out because he has a foot injury. So they're going to need Jeff Green in that series for defense because to be fair, Brooklyn's perimeter
Like they
defense
say,
is not good.
For
Yeah.
real, man.
like this say for instance, right? Like this say for instance, like if it's like game one for both teams, and they put out all their best schemes and everything, like
Mhm.
you'll be able to tell. But other than that, you just gotta wait and see. But if but if they put out all their schemes right there, then you could tell how things is pretty much gonna go.
Mhm.
But other
Word.
than that, you just gotta wait and see.
Yo, Tay Davis,
It's
I know
like
you want to say something to Hoop. What you want to say to him?
Nothing.
Oh, nothing. Finally for the first time. All right.
He just happy because the Clippers barely won.
barely won.
They won
What
by
they done
they
about
won by
20,
big
19
Costanza. They
points.
didn't barely win. Tay, they didn't barely win. They pulled away at the end. Watch the game. They pulled away at the end.
What?
Paul George only had one good game.
Paul George has been
Well, George
decent
had
this whole
two good
series.
games. He had
He's
28.
actually been decent this whole series. He's actually played well
Porzingis
this
was
Bro.
series.
trash. He's not awful.
He was inconsistent. So is Tim Hardaway. But what the hell, man? KP 9 points. Are you kidding me?
I
As a
mean,
center,
bro,
9.
no, nah,
KP, he is the next Danny Green.
bro. You want to know why?
Whoa, relax, man. Relax.
Because because you want to know why? Because the Clippers are focusing on the role players. Like they focuses on Tim Hardaway Jr. and fucking
And
Porzingis. They're gonna
Luca.
let Luca do what he do. Like Luca
But
can't
I'm
win by
telling you,
himself, but they're gonna let him tie himself.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'll
Listen,
probably get the
like what
Clippers
they,
two
huh?
games. I would get the Clippers 2 games. After that, they're losing 6 games.
I agree. I think they lose tomorrow. They'll win game 5, and I think they lose game 6.
I
That's
don't
just
know,
my
man.
guess.
Y'all want to make a bet? Y'all want to make a
Man,
bet?
Nah,
no,
no, I
no,
don't.
that don't do that bad. Remember last year,
Like I
you had
said,
against the
Nah,
Nuggets, you lost.
nah. I ain't make a bet last year.
Oh, really?
and hey, Milwaukee got my revenge on Miami too. Another fun
Right.
fact: they got revenge on
Yo,
Miami
bro.
too. So
Listen. Every time y'all doubt Kawhi come through.
I never
Kawhi
doubt
came through.
Kawhi.
Yo,
He
Kawhi
was
came through
carrying the
like,
Clippers.
huh?
He was carrying the Clippers.
Bro, I think he missed like 5 shots last night. Like that is crazy.
I admit, Kawhi and Paul George were fantastic. They were great. We got to give them their due. They were awesome last night. And so was Marcus Morris. He hit some big
Yo,
time threes.
What about Zubac?
And Zubac's rebounding was huge.
he was okay.
I thought he played well in that third quarter with his rebounding. So yeah,
I'm gonna tell you right now, the
Yeah,
Bucks
no,
are looking scary in the East.
they'll
they
be a
always do
tough
that.
out.
They face the wrong team, bro.
We on the buzz.
Yo,
We
if
on the buzz. They was gonna sweep Miami. I'm saying right now.
Before the series, you thought it was gonna sweep Miami before the series.
Yes.
Oh come on! After game 1, you thought, oh sweep.
Yes.
Nah. You thought it was
The
good.
Miami, the dawn part of the Miami things, they still digging.
But yeah, man.
hmm?
Who is up in this Portland game?
Portland up by 10. They never trailed at all in this game so far.
With a
That's
remote.
word.
What? Yeah. So
Yeah,
so
bro.
far.
It's like,
Go ahead.
nah. Go
But
ahead, bro.
No.
Wait till
You were
you.
talking. Go ahead. You were talking. Go ahead.
you had you got the Clippers in 7 now. Hoop facts.
Nah, I got Clippers in 6.
All right. If you say so, I got Mavs in 6.
Cause after tomorrow, Clippers gonna take them boys' heart. It's gonna be a wrap.
I
Like
mean,
and Luca, bro. Luca, listen. When Luca start getting ready to lose, he start faking injuries. He start crying. Like, come on, man. Bunch of bullshit. I
but
seen
it's
on
so
his face yesterday. Like all of a sudden his shoulder hurt because he getting his ass busted.
He be bound with injuries, man.
That's not fucking. Come on, stop.
He
All of a
really is.
sudden listen, all of a sudden when you about to lose, your shoulder hurt.
He
That's
got
that
hurt
LeBron
last
shit.
year.
I'm talking about
Who?
this year. He's fine, bro.
No,
I'm
I'm
talking
talking about
about
last year.
this
He
year.
got hurt.
He's healthy.
Luka, is it the power of Luka? He always hurt against the Clippers.
He's not hurt right now.
Porzingis, he's injury prone.
Mm. But we got wait and see, man. But yo, I'm almost headed up out of here, man. So we're gonna see tomorrow what happens with the Clippers and Mavs. So yeah, man, we're gonna be on point with that. See what happens. That's gonna be
You
a
saw
big.
that game, P?
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. That's a big game. You know,
You saw that
Kawhi
game?
put on the show. Yeah, Kawhi put on the show,
How
man.
you liked it?
Oh man, I loved
Huh?
it, man. I liked what Kawhi was doing. I like how he was keeping his team involved in the game. He hit that shot over Luka. He was wet. He played fantastic yesterday, man. You know,
I know,
he
but the
played great.
media not talking about it like how they should.
Yeah, you know that because it's Kawhi. That's why. You know.
Listen, man, Kawhi, I don't know, man. It's like they trying to fuck his career up because he ain't go join LeBron James.
He wasn't going to join LeBron in the first place.
Listen, that's what all the fanboys thought.
Yeah, LeBron
Soon as they got
fanboys.
word, huh?
Yeah, LeBron fanboys thought he was going to join the Lakers.
Yeah, as soon as they got word he wasn't, they start throwing shit on his name, like saying,
Why?
"Oh, he's not
I'm
that
just saying,
good."
why would Kawhi join the Lakers? That's a super team. Him, AD, Bron.
Because that's what LeBron James wanted and the fanboys wanted. That's why.
Mm.
You know you'd have been loving that shit, Tay Davis. That's
No,
why you don't like
we're
Kawhi because
not.
he's not on the Lakers.
No,
Yes,
we're not.
come on, bro.
No, we're not.
Come on.
I'm just a diehard Lakers fan. We don't need Kawhi or Paul George. I never want Kawhi to go to Lakers anyways. I don't want super teams.
That's what's up. Yeah.
All right, we'll
But
see.
even if Kawhi was on the
We'll
Lakers,
see.
he wouldn't be getting no credit at all.
Right.
You know. Word. But
Word. I mean, AD
Kawhi,
over
come
there
on, like
doing
Kawhi. He
everything.
should stay
Ain't
in
nobody
Toronto.
saying.
yeah, AD averaging a double, dropping 30 a game.
80
With,
80 is
Nobody
legit
saying
carrying
nothing.
LeBron.
yeah, nobody's saying nothing. Yeah, acting like LeBron is pretty much not really doing much. I mean, he playing like a sidekick.
Word.
I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. 80 should have won Finals MVP last year.
hey man, probably LeBron got it because he was up by 30 and he sneaked that little, a couple points in there to get that 28.
The stat pad.
Man.
That fun. Bicho got mad that you called LeBron Pippen.
Right, man. But yo, we
All right. The New York Knicks. Y'all gotta have a game plan. We all know Atlanta. They're known for choking.
But you said Atlanta known for
I don't
choking.
know.
Yeah, for real, they know for choking. Remember since that Super Bowl?
Oh yeah, no doubt. But I don't know, man. We in trouble though. Yeah, that may go 7 games. So
Julius Randle needs to calm down.
Zach say LeBron, Scottie Pippen, James.
Like,
yeah, Scottie Pippen, James.
I mean, the Knicks. Listen, like this, where y'all fucking up at? They need to put Julius Randle on the block sometime.
Yeah,
and let him go to work or join the double team.
Right.
He's up top too
D-Rose
much.
was literally carrying the Knicks.
Like he's up top too much, and it's making it easier for the defense to lock on to him. Go in the post. If you got the one-on-one, go one-on-one. If not, let them double you. Simple.
Right.
You know, it's not the
yeah.
regular season no more. You got to use your fucking brain,
Word. Word. But yo, AD out there
and that's where y'all
ragdolling.
fucking up at.
He ragdolling the Capri Suns. They ain't the Phoenix Suns no more. They Capri
You heard
Suns.
Pete, and that's what.
Word.
Phoenix
Like
don't got
that's
an
where y'all
answer for
fucking up at.
AD.
Like the Knicks is not using their brain.
Yeah, that is true. We
Like
ain't got
Julius
even.
Randle. I mean, like Randall's y'all best player supposedly. You gotta go, yo. We're gonna go to you in the post, get the double, kick it out, or go 1-on-1. Simple.
To be honest, the
You can't
Hawks
be
will
up
get.
top all the fucking time. They trapping. Come on, man.
To be honest, the Hawks they will get karma because they were getting cocky at the end.
Cause you gotta space out floor for players like R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett needs that to get going.
Right.
Everything is all cluttered the fuck up right now.
Right. You can't
Like, how
let
anybody
D
gonna
Rose
get?
do everything.
Word.
D
You
Rose
know,
was
only reason
really
why D
carried
Rose
the
is
Knicks.
shining because one reason why D Rose is shining because D Rose been through this. He used to this. D Rose is so great.
in the
He can
playoffs.
operate with no fucking space. Not even like that. Just a little bit of space he can operate in.
Am I right?
Like
Am
other
I right?
players need space to operate.
To be honest, it's tough for D Rose to cut his dreads and bring back the waves. Let the
Word.
old D Rose begins.
That's what's up. I mean, well, we in trouble though, man. I don't even know if we could beat the Atlanta Hawks.
Nah, y'all gonna beat the Hawks in
Nah, you're
7
not in
games. They're gonna
trouble.
choke. Why? The Hawks they will get a 3-1 lead and choke. Just like the Atlanta Braves, like last year.
Mm. Yeah, wait and see, man. I said this from game one. We don't got no answer to stop Trey Young, man.
Bro,
Watch.
listen.
Watch.
He's hitting big
Oh,
shots and closing out. So
Yeah.
we don't have no
Right.
answer. We don't
bro,
have no
listen,
answer
listen.
for.
Check this out. Check this out. Let Trey Young keep doing him, and y'all focus on the other players.
True that.
Trey Young will score 100 something points.
Nah, that's true.
Let him
That's
get
true.
his 60, 70. Let him get his 60, 70 with no help.
Well, Lakers play
like,
tomorrow.
like that's how I play it.
Word.
Well, my Lakers, we're going to take a 3-1 lead tomorrow against the Suns. Woohoo! Chris Paul is injury prone in the playoffs.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, Anthony Davis, he ragdolling that whole
It's like
team.
this for his whole career.
Word. But yeah, you
But
better hope Anthony Davis not hurt.
Where LeBron getting all credit.
Yeah. Anthony Davis could drop 40 tomorrow, and
They say
LeBron will have 18, and y'all be like, "Yo, LeBron the man."
LeBron looking like a sidekick
word.
today.
What is that? I don't get it, man.
But that's not what the media out here saying.
Word.
The media ain't jacking that.
Ooh, LeBron fanboy. They're just
They
LeBron
say he the best
fanboys and
player in the
girls.
world.
Word. You know.
Try to compare him to Jordan. Yeah, okay.
Word. And yo, Ted, you know that shot that LeBron hit was not clutch, right? Y'all was already
Yeah,
up. The game
yeah, I
was
know.
already decided. It was only Phoenix had the ball with 40 seconds left, down
Yeah,
by
I
8.
know.
You know, how'd he go to win? He go pull a Reggie Miller? You know what I'm saying? It's already done. You know, but
That shit is disgusting, man.
word.
You know, the way they
Hell
be
yeah.
lying and manipulate.
But yeah, man.
Might as well watch the 2 night games. I got Philly and Utah tonight. I mean,
Yeah, like I got them same picks too, man.
yep.
But yeah, man.
Portland, Jokic and Demiler is struggling.
Word.
That game was boring. I turned it off anyways.
Word.
The
Yeah,
Bucks. I'm sorry, Knicks fans. Giannis is going to give the next problems.
probably. You know, I mean, but I don't know, man. If they put up, they're gonna have a hard time beating the Nets, though, man. Nets got they never beat the Nets with Harden in that lineup, and he's their third option. That's not bad for a third option, so to speak. Even though he played like a second option last night or first.
Celtics fan was real happy.
Who?
James Harden. So
Celtics fan was real happy that they beat the Nets yesterday.
Word. But yeah, man, I'm about to be out of here, man.
Saying,
go ahead. Who? What you guys said?
All right.
What you were saying?
My thing is saying, like, I'm just saying this. I want everybody to hold all these other superstar players accountable, like they try to do Kawhi. Like, play some defense. Nobody playing no defense, bro.
Word.
Cool fact. Just be known, the Clippers are losing to the Mavs in 6 games or 7. We're wrong.
No, just say that's what you hope will happen.
No, it will happen. Cool fact. I'm gonna laugh so hard. Cool fact. I'm telling you, if Kawhi leaves, Paul George.
What you think, P?
As well.
I don't know, man. I got to see the next game, man. If the Clippers win next game, I think they take the series. If they win this next one,
I hope not. I hope not.
They may found the answer. The answer is to give Rondo some more playing time. You see how effective Rondo was last night?
Yeah.
I keep telling you, come playoff time, let Rondo play.
Paul George is only getting one good game. That's it. Just watch next
Paul
game.
Paul George averaging 27 this series.
He will choke.
He's averaging 27 this series, right?
Wow, just watch next game, who facts. Don't be crying like game 2.
Bro, listen, Paul George not gonna choke again. You wanna know why?
Yes.
Yesterday he had all the listen, check it, bro.
Wow,
that first quarter was crazy, bro.
Just watch.
Yo, P. This is
the Mavs, they're gonna win game 4.
This is what they're not understanding. Yo, P, hello? You can hear me?
The Mavs gonna win game 6.
Yeah. I can hear you.
Hello?
I can hear you. You good?
Listen, check it. This is what they not understand. Check this out. This is what they not understanding. If Paul George and the Clippers was gonna choke, bro, they would have did it yesterday. They was down by 20 in the first quarter, 19. They could have said, "Fuck it." Bro, they bounced all the way back, bro, and proved everybody wrong at the biggest game of Clippers franchise history. Bro, it's done.
Please don't start.
Bro, it's over. Like, they shouldn't never let the Clippers win that game, bro. They came all the way back down from 20.
1 or 2 games. That's it.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you right now, the Mavs gonna win. It's gonna win tomorrow and win in the Staples.
Bro, and the way the Clippers play, like they stuck together. They proved everybody wrong, bro.
Hip hooray! Who felt fine jumping around on the bed for the Clippers win last night?
And y'all gave Marcus Morris some confidence. Forget about it.
Man, who no one care about Marcus Morris? He's trash anyways.
He's not trash, bro. He's on the Knicks.
My Lakers, we got the Barry Morris.
No.
Yes, we do. He played defense.
Bro, Morris is averaging 20
he played defense.
Last year.
He shoots better than his brother. Well, just watch. Who fat? Just watch tomorrow. Just watch the Clippers lose tomorrow.
Word.
Man, we're gonna see.
Should be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting.
And who fast? Don't be crying when the Mavs beat you on game 5. Look at Dr. hit that big shot over Paul George. They probably gonna say that's a bad shot. I don't care nobody says.
Now, see, here's the thing. Hoop don't run, though. But I want to make sure, Tay, if your Lakers do lose, don't say you quitting on the NBA.
No, I ain't quitting.
And just take that. If you guys was happening to lose, you got to still come in here, man.
I'm gonna say if my Lakers lose, I'm gonna be here.
Hell no.
I'm gonna say our team lose.
Hell no.
We got bounced back. Hey,
hell no.
One more thing. If the Clippers lose game 5, you just don't know what's coming for you. You just don't know.
Bro.
I'm gonna throw so hard with y'all Clippers fans.
Yeah, these niggas use these niggas gonna unsubscribe from your channel, bro.
Why?
What?
That's why.
Unsubscribe. Look, he
Hey,
knows.
who in them last times there? Who fat say? Who
What?
fat say he fucking get some Percocet? That was funny.
Word, man.
That's about me at Percocet.
Word,
Fuck
man.
that.
Word. But yo, man, I'm gonna
Yo,
catch y'all
P,
brothers
man.
on the next one, man.
All
You
right.
know, word.
Man, please be
Alright.
so who fat
You
start
see this hate?
crying?
You see this hate?
So
Word.
who fat start
You see this
crying?
hate?
Yep, I see it.
Yo, bro, like, you
Word.
should be wanting your Lakers to beat us. You should be like, yo, please, man, don't beat them, lose. I want the Lakers to
Word.
beat them.
Word. That's true. You know what I'm saying?
Word, see, I don't want that smoke. Word, you
Yeah,
see that, right?
I know you. You want all the smoke. I know it. Word, man. But yo, have a good one, brother. Take care over there.
Yeah, I bet. Yo,
All right.
alright.
Peace.
I bet you already know.
All right, y'all, we out of here, man. Shout out to everybody. Have a good day and enjoy your NBA playoffs that you have today. Peace. We out.